We bring in Rebecca Walser, the CEO of Walser Wealth Management. Rebecca, welcome back. Look, I don't want to just pan them as, a bunch of left-wing Marxist socialists. That they're not. They may be liberals, and some of them may be conservatives. There are Democrats and Republicans. But this kind of show of support doesn't make any sense to me. We know the flaws in this package. The sensible view is not another $2 trillion when $1 trillion hasn't already been spent. Weigh in on this. What's your common sense reaction to this?
Well, unfortunately, there's not a lot of common sense in it, Larry, so I don't know if I have a common sense answer. All I can say is that, these 150 business leaders, as you know, Larry, working for President Trump as his economic advisor, most of these are MNCs, multinational corporations, and they're taking a much more globalistic view. And there's a lot of stimulus in this that has, like, as you said, nothing to do with the virus. And maybe perhaps they're seeing, okay, well, we could use this going over here and going over there and all these things that are happening internationally with this stimulus, as opposed to actually being a domestically focused bill.
Well, look, let's take the minimum wage issue. And some of them have said they don't like it, but not many. Jamie Dimon, JP Morgan, and he's a good man. He's a friend. He's a great bank executive. But he's come out in favor of it. And I just think to myself, well, hell, this issue doesn't affect JP Morgan because their salaries are nowhere near the minimum wage, and they're making a lot of money anyway. We're talking about small restaurants and small businesses, first-time jobs for teenagers, minority groups, who will lose because they'll be priced out of the market. So why would they go there, JP Morgan? And these other CEOs, they spoke up when President Trump disagreed with them. Are they never going to speak up again?
You're seeing, Larry, things that don't make sense economically to you and I. We would think with an economic brain as a CEO, and these CEOs are thinking a lot more, not America first, but a lot more globally. And they're seeing that certain policies that might be detrimental to America might actually help them. A lot of these CEOs, Larry, see China as their expansion market, and they are looking at access to China, and that's their growth market, and that's their strategy. So what is happening here domestically might not be their top concern. But I do think it shows a level of arrogance, and it's a fallacy to say that every wage should pay a living wage. There are a lot of appropriate uses of a part-time job for high schoolers, for stay-at-home mom and dads that just want a little extra money for the holidays. There's a lot of appropriate uses for lower than a $15 an hour minimum wage, and to have an iron fist from D.C. to say to a country as large as America with such a disparate cost of living in the South versus the North, to say it's $15 everywhere in all circumstances is a big problem for this country.
Prudent people are just saying it's too much money. People are worried about inflation and rising interest rates. CEOs have CFOs who presumably know about this. I guess it's politically correct. That's really what you're saying. Politically correct at home and abroad. Rebecca Walser, great stuff. See you soon.